This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 950. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast. Is 950, is that like a landmark? Is that like an important milestone episode, or do we just not observe?
So I think we should have probably observed 948 more, because that's when we could say that, like, 1 year from now, we will be doing episode 1000.
Okay. Well, that's Chris, and that's a very salient point.
Yeah.
Also, we have Don. I'm going to you next. Don, how are you doing?
I'm existing.
Great. Rob, are you existing?
Hopefully.
Matt?
I'm existing, but I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. John?
Yeah, I'm existing. Last I checked.
Okay, Diecast, are you existing?
I am. And I was existing in that pre-show where Brian had to slide in Star Trek again. So I think there's not a pre-show.
It was close, but he did make it.
Yeah, there's not a.
That wasn't actually in the pre-show, though, was it? That was in the gap between.
I hit stop first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I failed to like insert Descartes or anything. Don was talking about philosophy, and we're talking about existing and questioning our existence, and I didn't mention Descartes once. I should have done that. So
well, you don't want to put Descartes before the horse.
I knew, Don. I literally knew once I said that where you were going. I was able to predict a Don pun. So thank you. I feel like I'm on my game this week. Okay. So let's see. Let's jump to the news. Everybody's favorite topic. Activate your alt mode. The winner is C. So Shockwave is going to be
some kind of aquatic thing.
Either a speedboat,
probably not,
submarine,
not likely,
sea creature, or hoverboat.
Y'all know what I'm wanting. We probably won't get it, of course, but
we're not getting the ironclad. No, as of the time I wrote the show notes, I checked the Instagram poll. Creature is in a commanding lead at 60% of the vote.
That's interesting.
60% for Creature. The next closest is Submarine at 33%. Now, if you do the math, that's 93% of the vote split between just those two things. Hovercraft and Speedboat are in a distant rear at 4% and 3% respectively. Nobody wants Shockwave to be a boat.
Mirage was a pretty good boat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the submarine are just like upside down gun jokes.
That's true.
Yeah,
so we're probably going to end up with Sharkwave.
So
Shockwave, yes.
I'll take that.
Yes. I am down.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So okay, I got two today. I got two press releases from Hasbro, and that was one of them. The other I was actually surprised about, which was Hasbro talking about the new island fixture at Walmart, which we've been talking about. I actually got to see it for the first time in person. And
was there anything on it?
No, not really. Like the Mattel side was better.
The Mattel side's always full. The Hasbro side has a couple pegs worth of stuff spread out to make it look like there's stuff on the shelves.
Yeah.
I saw that last week at a Walmart that wasn't ours. Surprise! I mean, I haven't seen that much collectible product at any given Walmart. The Walmart over here behind me actually has it, but it's not the Islander. They're putting it on the same row as the clearance merchandise in 4-foot sections.
Then it's not the same. It's not the same fixture. Then it's just
not the same fixture. But I'm saying it's the same. It's the same.
It's the inventory meant for the fixture. That they aren't putting the fixture up for. Yeah.
So that's kind of because I kept checking for the last 2 weeks. It's like, because I was looking for that fixture, and it's like I walked by there today, and it's like that's Excellion, inside, and then it wound up being.
Well, I've yet to see an Excellion, but there's lots of sideways on the page.
Yeah, my crappy Walmart got it. Like, and it's not in a great spot, but like I didn't see anybody buying Transformers besides me, but I did see like a middle-aged man, probably my age, with a lot more gray, but I'm pretty sure he's also probably in his mid-40s, buying a ton of Masters of the Universe. So Mattel is getting their money's worth out of this.
Yeah.
I will say it's your mileage may vary thing, because in my area, Philadelphia, I have not seen a store that has it. The one I took pictures of was out in Kansas City somewhere. So, but in Philadelphia, I haven't seen a store that actually has those displays.
Sure.
And stocking is not always the problem of the retailer or I'm sorry, of Hasbro. Because on the one display that I saw in Kansas City, I believe it's scrapper that's supposed to be on the display was in the aisle and on the top shelf, and they didn't have a single one actually on that display where it belongs.
So the execution of the planogram is not consistently, executed. Yeah. So Chris, you're about to say something before?
It's not especially salient, as you would say, but like you say, pretty clean shaven. So I'm just wondering, like, if you let your hair grow, how gray do you think you would be at this point?
I mean, I had a beard up until like a couple of weeks ago. Like my chin has some gray on it, but that's it. Like,
just, for point of comparison with the other middle-aged collectors
like
that are in the wild.
The middle-aged collector that I was talking about was like fully gray. So if you guys, do you guys get like the spam from Tomy for like, like the spam from Tomy for like their Star Trek stuff? It's got like,
no, because I've never signed up for any of that.
Okay, so like it's got this guy, the Mattel ad. I'm pretty sure the Mattel marketing material has it as well, but it's got like the 45-ish year old guy, beard, completely gray, smiling, holding like the Masters of the Universe toy or the Klingon 1/350th scale Klingon bird of prey. It's like that thing. But yeah, no, like I'm mostly like the hair. I don't have a lot of hair on the top of my head, but it's brown. Most of my beard is still brown. Like by the time I'm 50, maybe I'll be more gray.
Remember, we used to joke that me and Matt were evil twins of each other. So like, it kind of works because my beard looks almost exactly like his for like color distribution.
He's very, very Doctor Strange. Yeah.
But yeah, like my experience here was similar to what Diecast, I think, was saying, where like some of the inventory for that island has come in, but they tried to stuff it all into the normal space for Transformers to obviously what's going to be the exclusion of anything else being able to be stocked out there.
So in my experience, like most of it actually went to the island, to the display, but there's still some Devastation Optimus Primes and Bone Crushers that floated over into the main aisle.
Oh yeah, so the one I was at today, that exact same thing.
These freed up room on the shelves to where my Walmart actually got leader class back in stock again, and that's the first time I've seen that in a couple of years. That's how I got the Fallen last week. I actually picked it up on a Walmart shelf. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got it. So Hasbro, yes, stuff in stores is
it's awesome.
Good.
It's easier to sell it that way.
Yeah, a purchase I probably wouldn't have made otherwise.
Yeah,
but yeah, this island display thing is where I got my second Scrapper and Bone Crusher. So just seeing them there convinced me to start another set. So
I mean, I bought something I wasn't going to buy because it was on the shelf.
Yeah,
I mean, with you, that's not hard to accomplish.
That's true.
Let's be real.
That's true. So I didn't buy the dancing Optimus Prime or Megatron or Bumblebee, but I came very close.
Yeah, we'll give it another week or two.
Yeah. So once they hit clearance, I'm buying them.
Yeah, so another week or two.
Yeah. So no PulseCon this year and possibly no 1027, according to a report out of Fan Expo. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think it's a LinkedIn post from Kevin Shea, who used to be the person who did Hasbro's like online media content like that, the streaming stuff. Apparently, he was let go from his position sometime in the month of August. And with that, apparently, Hasbro just does not have a dedicated streaming personnel anymore to do events like this. So the focus seems to be shifting back to sending representatives from the teams to events like Comic-Con or, I mean, obviously they go to Toy Fair regardless when there's a Toy Fair, but like, usually we've been having like they'll go to the event and we'll also have like supplemental streaming content between the events and some like a version of the presentation for online consumption. As it is right now, it's unclear like what degree of streaming anything from them we can expect to see anymore. I would
How are they
imagine
going to launch HasLab campaigns?
I guess in a lot more understated way that way, huh?
Yeah, so like Hasbro's streaming was very good, all
Yeah.
things considered. And like the stuff they like, obviously they had a studio and everything. So, and they had a budget like that we don't have. So like their presentation, like, I mean, is better than ours is. Like if we were like, if
our audio is better than theirs is, though.
Our audio is a lot better than theirs is. Yeah. That's true. That, like, we're a podcast first and foremost.
Yeah.
So
no, but like the overall presentation format was very polished. They were doing a professional thing with that.
Yeah.
It was not a off the cuff kind of, well, it was not a slapdash operation. I guess it's probably the best way I want to put that. I think we could probably still see some stuff where, like, when Evan gets in the engineering pilot for Leo Kaiser, I'm sure he's going to, set up a camera somewhere and, do the presentation video for that just in a much more simplified way.
Yeah.
It's going to be recorded and edited and then released. It's probably not going to be a live stream.
It's less produced. It'll look more akin to like a really good Zoom call than like a quasi television production, which is where they were before.
I mean, like I said, it kind of makes sense because we're getting back into this post or the pre-COVID, even though we're post-COVID, that San Diego's when it's supposed to be, New York's when it's
we're not post-COVID. Brian had COVID last week.
Yeah.
Well,
it's still out there.
It's still out there.
Major
people aren't treating it as seriously as they used to.
Right. It's more back to life as normal as you can be after that happens. But the point is, San Diego Comic-Con's when it should be, New York Comic-Con's when it should be, and Toy Fair's when it should be. And I'm sure Hasbro says we have to be at these events anyway, or we really want to be at these events anyway. So to do two things like right around San Diego Comic-Con and New York Toy Fair, New York Comic-Con doesn't make the most sense.
Well, so here, my thought is this. Again, dedicated salary for somebody who's doing this, probably I'm certain it's a 6-figure job, plus benefits, plus like probably a studio or like probably some contracting time where you can send somebody to San Diego Comic-Con, whatever, which you're going to do it anyway, which they're doing it anyway. So realistically, it's not the cost savings is the salary for the dude that was doing that work. And when they're in a pinch like they are, like every dollar counts. So,
and if they have their studio space set up in their office complex, which they almost certainly do, that can stay standing. And when they feel like they want or need to do some kind of video production like that, they can bring somebody in on a day rate to do that for them.
They could, yeah. They could.
And that still costs less than keeping somebody on salary. Now, like, I don't like the direction that it's going for the interaction level with the online fan communities that we've been enjoying for the last several years, because, like, losing this is another step away from that, just like how we progressively lost the live conference calls that we used to have 2 or 3 times a year. The Instagram posts are slowing down to, like, just a lot of stuff is changing, and we're kind of transitioning away from what had been an unprecedented level of interaction with the fans. And I think we're kind of backsliding to how things were in like the mid 2010s, which was not a bad place to be necessarily, but it certainly is, like, we had a high level of transparency, and it's going to be rough to lose that and kind of go back to looking in from the outside more and not having as much of a window to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, guess what? Good news, everybody. This isn't good news. This is really bad news. Postal services across the globe, including Japan, multiple other countries like in Europe, are suspending package acceptance for mail to the U.S. because of this really dumb de minimis exception policy and tariff regime that we have going on. So I have multiple Amazon.com Japan pre-orders that are like going to be in limbo. I did pre-order something from Mandarake that's supposed to ship next week that's probably now in limbo. So we might, at least for the next couple months, have a Where's Brian's Package weekly segment. So so I don't want to sugarcoat it. Like I don't think any sensible person thinks any of this is a good idea. So especially this de minimis exception thing, which is just for the collector, is just it's just not good. And most of these countries are just not participating, and I don't blame them. But it does suck for me because I have stuff that I want.
We ain't worth the hassle.
Yeah.
So like, mail to the United States is not stopping outright. Letters are still going to be accepted and delivered. Small parcel for like actual legitimate gifts from person to person with a value under $100 will still be accepted and processed. But like anything from like a legitimate business is not going to be accepted and tendered anymore because it's going to be subject to the tariffs. And from what I have seen, the postal services that are making the announcements that they're ceasing services until ? They are citing that the logistics are either not in place to comply with the new regulations, or the compliance methodology that they can see is not something that they can adapt to in a short time. So,
or there's no guidance on what they should be doing at all.
Yeah, it's one or a combination of those, but pretty uniformly, like that's what's being cited here for the reason to shut down larger package deliveries to the United States.
Yeah, it's not like we don't get political on the show, but this is really dumb. Okay, so moving on. This is my favorite news item from the week.
And this just came out this morning, too. It was perfectly timed.
And this, going back to the last news item, is something that I'm not going to get, probably, because because it's coming from Japan, and I ordered it from Amazon Japan. So we have a new Wild King toy. Which...
I want to step in here and say that I did sequence some of these bullet points in a particular order on purpose.
Yeah, so this thing is beautiful. It's the name is just so bad though. Dragnus. So WKEX01 World Dragnus. He's how many forms does he have?
Well, it depends how loose you want to get with the definition of form. It's very much channeling Car Robots Gigatron, Robots in Disguise Megatron.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I think some of it on purpose, and a lot of it is just, like, in spirit, too, because, like, it comes with, one of the energy beasts, and you can use different pieces of that to reconstruct World Dragnus into more and more outlandish and nebulous, quote-unquote, forms.
I love it. I love it. But I love it.
Can't he be a hand?
I mean, anything can be a hand if you're brave enough.
Yeah. That's almost the show title, but that's almost the show title. But
I mean, I like it. It's probably the one that grabs me the most out of all of them so far.
I mean, so Megatron and Optimus are extremely nice, and I think
for the kind of toy that they are,
kind of toy that they are.
Yeah.
I love this.
They're extremely nice in a way that appeals to us in particular because we want a certain thing out of this. And I understand why other people are not quite as enamored with the Wild King, the large toys especially, as we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like I'm fine with that Wild King for the most part, but this one is tempting.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
Yeah, it's great. So
I'm really eager to see what the recolor path for this is going to be.
Probably the white and gold.
I'm wondering that too, and I think it could end up looking really good in those colors.
So it's the wrong shade of purple. I would almost say like Beast Wars Second Galvatron purple for the dragon.
Yeah, no, that's definitely Galvatron's definitely more to the lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I mean, but you totally could go that way recoloring this if you just even just swap the positions of the black and the purple on this and turn the shade up a little bit on the purple, like you could get something reasonably passable. Yeah, there's a lot of potential with this. I really dig this, and I hate that the announcement of it came out right as soon as it's impossible to actually get one. This, I believe, is going to retail in the end of October in Japan. So, we'll keep an eye on how things develop, and maybe it will be possible to obtain one of these by that time.
Or maybe you'll just have to like give up a kidney or something.
Yeah.
I mean, more likely I would give up the collecting before I would give up the kidney, because I like being able to urinate comfortably.
Yeah. So, okay. Dramatic Capture Decepticons Part 2. So, when did the teaser image come out? Because I vaguely
Last
remember
night.
Yesterday, I think.
Okay, so
it was last night.
Okay, I love this.
We knew they were going to do this. We knew they were going to put a seeker in every one to make us buy all of them.
I love the Insecticons.
Yeah, they look great. I love Bombshell has the gray chest now.
Yeah, I don't like cartoon Bombshell. I'm sorry.
But Kickback has the opaque wings now.
Yeah, it's a thing for some people, though. Some people prefer the gray. So, I mean, yeah, the one that's probably not different too much is Shrapnel, but even that, I guess his antennae are now different. I can't remember if they were darker gray on.
No, not really. They were just
purple.
They were like just very neutral gray, like nylon. I think they weren't particularly different from this.
That's crazy. I can't even remember. Some reason I thought they were purple.
Okay, well, the thing about Shrapnel that you have to remember is that nobody remembers Shrapnel except for the speech tick.
I'll be honest, I would be tempted by this, one, if I could get it.
Right.
And two, if that Bombshell was finally a matching color palette. Because that's what really bugs me, no pun intended, about that set is when they're together on the shelf, they just don't match right.
Deep Discount usually carries these. I wonder if that'll change with the landscape.
Well, I mean, the dramatic capture stuff is part of what Hasbro does supply to the US. Yeah.
Okay, so we should be good.
Possibly in one sense or another, yeah. Like the Hasbro versions of these always come a few months later because they're a second production run that Takara has the factories do specifically for the global market. What it's really going to come down to is what it's going to cost to get these in the country, which is going to be something still across the board as all
will deeply affect what it costs us to buy them.
That's more the point that I'm kind of aiming at here.
Well, the Hasbro seems to be absorbing the cost mostly, but I think there was some stuff that went up for pre-order, like Star Wars figures on Hasbro Pulse, where they jumped up $3. But other retailers had them for the older $24.99 price. So,
mileage will vary. Basically,
it's really not known yet how much this is going to affect us. It really hasn't yet.
Yeah, but more than the Wild King stuff, we do have like legitimate potential to have access to this if we want to and are willing to take what the extra cost might be on top of it.
Yeah, not fine to wait. You know what I mean? If it's like,
but we're not going to have to get this stuffed up a cavity to get out of Japan and over here.
Okay.
So this is great for like people who don't plan to upgrade to the Studio Series 86 seekers, like people who are happy with the Earthrise, but were unable to get Skywarp because he was pretty impossible. He was in that 2-pack, and I mean, I'm okay because I am upgrading to Studio Series 86, and we've got that rumored deluxe Insecticons pack from Target. I think we talked about a couple weeks ago. So keep that in mind if you're looking to pre-order this.
Yeah, but I mean, this is probably the best deco these Earthrise molds are ever going to get. So if this is the flavor of these Seekers that you like this is definitely something to keep in mind for an upgrade path.
And I was just thinking about this for my own personal collection, I think it's almost going to come out to whenever I decide to downsize, I'm going to have my Earthrise section, and then I'll probably have an 86 section. So I'll have Seekers in both.
I would really like to have less things and not more things is the problem.
Your classic section.
No, I already have all those. So I don't even need the classics anymore. I really don't. Like, and honestly, if I had more Seekers in that classics line, then maybe. But like classics, I feel like I could probably totally get rid of.
I have an affection for the classic Seeker mold. Like, honestly, genuinely, I do. Some of it's nostalgia, but like, I really do feel like at this point it's been completely aged into irrelevance by what we've had since, especially the Earthrise body, which is basically the classic Seeker, but bigger and posable.
So I just want to say this. I need more classics and fewer classics.
We know what you mean.
Boo.
Yeah.
The classic mold though is like what, or coming on 20 years old.
Yes.
At this point.
Yeah.
So if I put myself in like 1985 collecting Transformers, I'm not really interested in keeping toys from 1965. So I think I'm good with retiring those.
The classic Seeker was really remarkable in 2006 for being an all-in-one version of a Starscream with no parts forming that looked good in both modes, because the previous attempt we had that got closest to that was Robot Max, and we know what that looked like in robot mode.
I would say if I had every Seeker that came out in that classics mold, I would probably hold on to all the Seekers.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like in the Earthrise,
sure.
we never got a proper nacelle. We never got Action Master Thundercracker, and I have those in classics, and they are lovely.
Yeah. And if the right opportunity came up, I would not say no to obtaining, things like that, especially in the cell. I love those colors, and I just wish so much to have that on the
Even
Earth
though it's
body.
assembled incorrectly. But
well, what are you going to do? It was fun pub. No, but like to Diecast point though, like if you had accumulated at least all the official ones, there were so many knockoff versions in further colors that's almost impossible to actually get all of those together. But like, I could see there's definitely a case for like I have a collection of the classic Seeker mold that is a thing unto itself.
Yeah.
As part of a more general collection, for me personally, like that mold has been well and truly supplanted, and outside of extraordinary cases, like Matt says, with Nacelle, Action Master, Thundercracker, an orange Sunstorm analog at least, until those things come out on the newer mold, like that's pretty much where that old deluxe is at for me. This is my fill-in until I get something that's more modern.
What were we talking about?
Dramatic Capture Part 2. Decepticons Part 2.
Okay.
No furniture. Pass.
Yeah. That's true. Oh crap. I'm in the middle of buying something on eBay, but now we have to talk about missing Link Ultra Magnus, and I don't know what to do.
I love it.
I need this.
Yep. It is my everything.
Yeah. I want this. I want the inevitable powered convoy.
Absolutely.
And they cut off the legs. Like we can kind of see that the legs will move out a little bit.
He has some hip movement. Yeah.
Yeah, they cut out the rest, so we really don't know what they're doing with the knees and the feet. And I'm they got to be doing something.
We can see some outward hip movement, and we can see shoulder articulation.
Yeah,
but like, I'm not expecting a whole lot out of the combined mode just because of what it is. Like, this isn't going to be the Optimus Prime cab or Sunstreaker Corden, but I'm still excited to see what we get. Because, this is exactly what I want out of this line.
Yeah,
we're still going to get a G1 Ultra Magnus that has 2 legs.
Yes,
and possibly a powered buggy.
Possibly.
Oh, that would be great.
I love it. I'm not in on all of the missing links,
right?
But this one is a definite for me.
I will
Yeah.
absolutely buy this and Powered Convoy, possibly 2 of each.
Oh wow.
That's commitment right there, especially with the import
There's
duties.
Yeah, yeah. Like these missing links are so beautiful in the box, though.
They really are. I put Sunstreaker back in the box because like that's just such a lovely way to display these toys. Um, what was I going to say? Someone from Unicron.com posted an image examining this promo image a little bit further, and it does look like the cab robot's legs are down inside of the armored form's legs, and possibly those are helping to provide some of the articulation that we're seeing. So that being the case, it probably is going to be a little bit more on the limited side than what we've experienced so far from the smaller, like fully integral missing link toys. But again, it's a G1 Ultra Magnus that has 2 legs, and that in itself is kind of an accomplishment. It's unfortunate. The full solicitation for this probably is going to come out like sometime overnight tonight or maybe the day after. So like all we have to talk about right now is just like this one promo image that we're having to like speculate kind of heavily on, but like next week we can probably do a little bit more of a deep dive into what they've actually done to make this happen, and I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Am
Limit your
I
expectations for posability.
Yes.
Yeah. That said, am I imagining things, or is there a hinge down the middle of the chest so you can open the chest compartment to store the matrix?
Oh, hang on, let me look.
I think I see that. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I see.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like-
you'd lift up the blue part and then fold down the red under panel, and yeah, probably get into a matrix chamber.
Yeah, the way the latch for the blue part was molded, it was always possible to swing it like up and face forward anyway. I think that was like part of a Babel Station mode for the Powered Convoy release. So yeah, that
the jet will be removable because in the Legends comics that they kind of previewed this in, they have the helmet attached to the jet separate from the rest of the
Okay.
rest of the figure.
yeah.
And as far as the legs, as long as they go out, even if they only go out as far as on the promo pictures, that's so much better than the original toy. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be disappointed
Lord,
with
yes.
that.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
what I'm saying. Basically, like my ideal thing with Missing Link Ultra Magnus would have basically been Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, but in G1 toy style for the armor frame, where it is its own integral posable figure. But like, I get what they've done here, why they've done this, and I accept the limitations it's going to have in that respect. And like you can see there is a little bit of forward motion in the super mode, probably a little bit of outward also, at least enough for like an A stance.
Yep.
No, like I have ever since the idea of Missing Link Ultra Magnus was first suggested, like, I've had to think about how this would be accomplished with the G1 toy framework as a starting point. And it's always been a matter of, okay, temper the expectations because like they obviously can do some really cool things making the G1 designs be posable toys, but like there is a limit and this is going to be one of them.
Yeah, my assumption is that it's going to be able to assume the pose in the original box art.
Yes.
And anything above and beyond that is a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds right.
Okay, take a drink. So, sorry, that took a lot longer than I was expecting.
Well, we filled the time for you.
Yeah,
It's
thank
fine.
you. Okay, eHobby finally does an acrylic standee worth buying.
Yeah, because they've been doing like acrylic character art standees and stuff for years at this point, and I've never put them in the show notes because it's like, why does anybody care about this? Well, now there's something I care about. It's an acrylic standee that is the two G2 faction logos.
Oh,
So
wow.
one side is the Autobot logo, one side is Decepticon. Unfortunately, this is something that is from Japan. eHobby only sells to Japan. You'd have to get a middleman service in the first place to buy this. Shipping out from Japan is a problem now. And the retail price for this is about 3,800 yen, so it's also really expensive for an acrylic standee, so I'm in no danger of actually buying one, but if I was going to, this would be it. And then I almost wish it was two separate standees so I could just, have both of them set up visible at the same time, but like, as much as I'm not buying one of them, I'm certainly not going to buy two of them for that purpose.
How much did you say that was, Chris?
3,800 yen.
Okay,
Th-
3,800 yen is like $25.
Probably more like 31.
Okay.
Close,
Okay.
close.
Yeah.
Now, is that... No, never mind.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, what else we got going on? Photos.
Pictures of toys.
Yeah, photos of the 40th anniversary selection Lio Convoy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Which was supposed to come back out. It was supposed to come out back in like February originally. And then there was some kind of assembly issue with it, and they had to like send them back and get them all redone.
Yeah, people were speculating that it was canceled.
Yeah, because like one store in Australia, I think, was canceling the pre-orders, saying that it had been canceled and refunding people's money.
Yeah, that was just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but like all evidence shows that it actually has been released at this point.
I believe there are some actual in-hand accounts with this now.
Yeah,
It looks really good.
yeah. I mean, like, I don't know how much I actually want a toy to look like how he looked in the cartoon, especially in lion mode, because that's fairly goofy looking. But also, the side-by-side makes me realize that, boy, the Hasbro one sure was goofy looking in a completely different
Yeah,
way.
I almost
And there
spit my
really
chair
is
wine.
no winning.
I almost spit my chair wine out when you said that because
Yeah.
it's totally true.
Yeah.
It's totally true. Like, has Lio Convoy ever had a good toy? The Robot Masters toy, maybe?
The Robot Masters toy.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason the Robot Masters toy is a good toy is because it is no different engineering-wise from the original Beast Wars second toy, but it's now the size of a deluxe, which is where it belongs.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, it doesn't have the gimmick system in it, obviously, at that size either. But like, just for the complexity that Lio Convoy ever had, it's only a deluxe level complexity,
Yeah.
and it feels right on a Robot Masters toy.
Yeah, I had pre-ordered this, I think, and I guess I'll eventually get it. But
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. I like the way it looks, but it'll certainly stay in robot mode. Okay,
Fair enough.
Yeah, what else we got going on?
In-hand images of the Target Age of the Primes 4-pack, which will be coming out in probably a month or so.
Yeah.
I actually got an
You got
email
a
from Pulse the other day
Pulse.
Me
that
too.
said it will be shipping soon.
Shipping soon.
Nice.
Mine said like October.
So the big takeaway from this is that Horrible's horns are a lot like Skybite's pectoral fins, and they're packed on a sprue separately from the toy. The entire
sprue.
The entire sprue has been painted purple, like spray painted over purple. So when you take the horns off of the sprue, you leave blue dots behind where the paint didn't reach because it was attached to plastic.
That is so crazy.
Awesome.
It's crazy in one sense, but like there's so little purple on that robot that it wouldn't have made sense to have a whole purple plastic sprue for those parts.
No, it would have. They just didn't want to add another sprue.
Well, okay, so adding another sprue just for four little purple pieces, would have been tens of thousands of dollars in materials and milling. So between that and not getting the toy because it would have been too expensive to make then, or getting this, like I can see why they opted for, we're just going to lump those pieces onto the blue parts and paint them.
Every dollar counts.
Absolutely.
And I will probably put those horns on that toy and then never notice the blue parts.
Yeah, me too.
Probably.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if it really comes down to it, you just, go get some hobby acrylic spray paint in a purple that you like and just respray those parts so they match again.
Yeah. Okay. And that brings us to the wide spectrum of licensed goods.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, my favorite theme of Transformers licensed goods.
Yeah, no, I knew this would be your reaction to that.
Transformers branded fruit pouches and chocolate cereal. Chocolate cereal?
Chocolate cereal.
What?
Yeah, it looks like imitation like Frosted Flakes except chocolate.
Ooh.
I'm surprised Brian isn't eating these right now.
I don't think he knew about them until right now.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't.
This looks like the fruit stuff looks like it's more like it's applesauce because it's in.
Yeah,
the little...
I think it is some kind of format like that.
Oh, gross! I'm not eating that.
No, but you might but the cereal you probably would get a bag of and snack on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because Hank's squeezies that we used to give him his lysine is in those same kind of pouches there.
Boy,
so.
when you said Hank Squeezies, I was thinking a completely different end of the animal.
Yeah, my kids love applesauce out of pouches, so I'm sure they'll eat a ton of these. But like,
oh yeah,
no, not me. Fairy Tale. Oh, I saw this earlier. Fairy Tale perfume to offer Transformers inspired fragrances.
yes,
No
really,
way.
yes way.
Whoa.
They're
What
out
does
of
a
Japan.
transformer smell like? Like I would think like
burning ozone.
I would
burning
think
ozone.
like a car. Like,
so like if you ever, I think
You ever follow a big rig down the highway when it's like riding its brakes down a hill?
or like I think most of us have worked in retail at one time or another, so we've been in the back room by like a cardboard baling machine, and if you remember that, like there's a really specific smell to one of those kind of machines, which I assume is like partly the interaction of the hydraulic fluid on the metal. Like I imagine that would be one of the scents also. That's a really particular thing. It's something that's always going to live in my head because of all the time I spent in the back of a Walmart.
Yeah.
oh,
Which-
this is over in China only. So
Japan. In
Japan.
Japan.
Sorry, Japan. So we don't have to worry about buying these.
No, but it is crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sitting here looking at the pictures, you have to wonder, what does Energon, Crimzinc, and the Matrix of Leadership smell like?
Kremzik smells like ozone.
Yes.
Well, the Matrix of Leadership is actually a diffuser.
Oh,
It's got a. Yeah, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I was going to try to make some sort of hate plague reference, but it just wasn't escaping me.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
just a comment. The artwork is not from anything I recognize.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out, have I seen that artwork before? And it's like, it looks kind of like third-party artwork you would see on a not Megatron or a not Optimus.
This is probably from something, and I can't quite place what. I will tell you though, the main art on the Megatron looks like designer control art for the original Masterpiece toy.
Oh yeah, I see that now because of the gun trigger and parts on the inside. I see that now.
As for, and actually, yeah, no, look at the Optimus. That looks like MPO1. So I think they used like control art from Masterpieces for those two. The splash art, which we see in the first picture here, looks like it should be from something, but I can't place what that actually is. Like it's a very distinctive art style, but I can't remember where I might have seen that before.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's jump to what we got this week. So the official, on topic Transformers stuff.
Which is not always official because of Dawn.
Official, yeah. But like the off-topic stuff, ham sandwiches, that's for patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. But Transformers and adjacent, that goes to everybody. Let's jump to that now. So Diecast, what did you get this week?
It's Don's fault. He got this last week. I got it this week because he got a good price and it was still up on Amazon for a good price. It is the Reaction Devastator in his Diaclone colors, which I just love. Diaclone colors.
I love Diaclone Devastator so much.
Yeah, and Amazon kept shipping these in a bag. So the first one I got, the plastic was totally like broken. The second replacement I got was also shipped in a bag. So there is some plastic damage on the one side, but it's not terrible. So I just want it to look decent on the wall.
Yeah.
Because why would you take these out of the box?
I got mine to take out of the box so I can leave the green one that's on card and not in a collector friendly packaging as it is.
But I could see that. So, but anyway, this is going on the wall as strictly a wall hanger. And then the other thing I got, which is kind of Don's fault, kind of not. I was going to get it anyway. He got it last week. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was out. And that is the KSI Widow concept art Transformers Studio Series Deluxe figure. Mine was on order from Hasbro Pulse, and it didn't come in stock yet. Yet Amazon had these for in stock, ready to ship. So I just went with Amazon because Hasbro Pulse is. I'm mad at them anyway. They keep canceling my orders for no reason. So
yeah. And as like I mentioned, when I got that, I was sort of on the fence about getting it. But when I watched the transformation video, it's like I said, it's kind of like the Prime Viacon,
yeah,
but backwards. You know,
and it's orange. I mean, who doesn't want like if I really don't like it, I can leave it in car mode in orange. It looks good. I mean,
well,
it's McLaren. It's awesome.
Just orange. You glad you got it?
I am oranging glad I got it.
Hey, anything else, Diecast?
No, that's it.
Okay, I want to backtrack to the Diaclone Devastator. So, general Transformers talk. So I don't know the answer to this, and Matt, Don, Chris, if any of you know this, why is it that Diaclone Raiden is so relatively plentiful, but Diaclone Devastator is not?
I think Raiden was a later toy.
I mean,
plus trains in Japan would produce more to reach more people who would buy them as trains to play with, not just as robots.
Okay, because I like Diaclone Raiden is easy to get. Like, there's a million of them out there, but like, I will never own Diaclone Devastator probably, and I love it so much, and it's just criminal. Okay,
that's why you
I did get something else.
Some G2 yellow Constructicons and some G2 orange Constructicons and make your own.
But you still need the black combiner parts, though.
Yeah.
Or were they blue?
Blue and black, I think, maybe. Like I think the arms are black and maybe the chest plate's blue. I don't know. Yeah. So I guess I could mix my orange and yellow ones together. Okay.
I got you that third party one that's, yeah.
It was yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what the theme was. It was close to Diaclone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that out of storage so I can refamiliarize myself with it. Yeah.
Well, that's why Hasbro needs to make a couple of G2 sets. We need yellow and orange so we can make our own Diaclone sets.
With blackjack and
yeah.
Oh, and we got we have like black arm pieces to go with that too. So like, with the G1 colors, we could actually, if we mix and match everything, we could almost get a Diaclone Devastator out of mixing all three together.
Cool. Hey, okay. Don, did you get anything?
Oh wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
I forgot. I did get the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime, just the cab. I did not find it in the store. They're impossible to find in the store, but on Facebook Marketplace, someone was selling one in my area for $5, and he apparently had multiples because he was like, "You want to buy more than one?" And I was like, "Nah, I just want one."
Like when you met him to get it, did he just like open his trench coat and pull one off of a peg hook in there? Like how did this go down?
Yeah. I actually gave me his address. I showed up at his house, and he just walked out from the back door and walked around and handed it to me. So, but it beats. I hate digging through Hot Wheels. I hate it.
I did it today.
I certainly don't like digging through Hot Wheels as a 40-something-year-old man with a graying beard because I think it is perpetuating a bad stereotype.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Cool. Don, did you get anything?
Yeah. Actually, I got my BBTS box last week and just completely forgot about it. So I got Transformers 1, Alita 1. She shipped the day before. I actually found it in stores.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's worked out fine. I got the DNA Design, the Volcanicus kit upgrade set.
Is that for the Legends class toys?
Yeah. Yes, for Legend class. Because I got the one for Dino King. So I figured this would make them look real, even them out on the shelf and make them both look really good. So I got that. I actually got the other one first because this was in my pile of loot until the very last minute.
That kit does make it look really nice. I mean, A lot better than what it was.
Yep. This just came in yesterday. I got X Transbots, Ballistic, or Misfire.
Oh, nice.
Because Target Masters seem to be that one subgroup that really never gets made, and the only one we've had up to date was Make Toys Contact Shot, their point blank from 6-7 years ago.
10, 12 years ago.
Maybe 12 years. Yeah. So this is literally the only second masterpiece Target Master scale that has been made by any third-party company. So looks really good. Got a lot of heft to him. The only downside is he can do the Japanese Target Master function by sticking on the end. The thing is, on the handle, it looks like they were going to go with the rail system that Make Toys started using, where it slides in the back of the palm instead of tabbing into the side. But there is no rail system there. There's a tab on the inside of the palm, but there's no matching tab on the Target Master. So I'm not quite sure how that happened. One got changed and the other wasn't changed to match. So he can hold him in like rebirth format where he's actually holding him, but it just falls out if you jostle it at all. But he can do the Japanese Target Master format. So,
which is what you would have wanted anyway.
Well, actually, I would prefer him holding it like in Rebirth, because Rebirth is more important to me than the Headmasters.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Don.
Yes, but very glad
Don's
to have
right there.
Yeah. The last thing I got was a bit of Dononomics. Went to Target yesterday. Walking through the clearance row, nothing had changed until I looked down and saw this Lego Bumblebee. And I thought, okay, someone just threw it there. And then I noticed it had an online only clearance sticker for $62.99.
Okay.
Why would there be an online only sticker on a toy?
I don't know. I'm guessing it was bought online and returned at the store, and then their system just makes them put that on there. I went to the register, opened it up. All the bags are there, instructions are there, stickers are there. And after having some Target cash, which I have no idea how I got it for $57.
That's an insanely good price for that.
What's the retail on that kit?
90.
Yeah. Good job, Don.
Yeah. So I mean, and that was the only one they had.
So what Donomics have you done on the back end to knock that down even further?
Nothing yet. I just got it yesterday. I just got it.
Oh, okay.
But
we'll check back in on that next week.
Yeah. Other than that, that's all I have on topic this week.
Cool, John.
I'll bet if Don made a video of himself trying to put that together, he could monetize that down to $0.
There you go.
Yeah. I bet. I agree. John.
Let's see here. I did not get anything new, but I did start on the assembly of that Gigastorm kit that I talked about last week, where I have the non-if horn and the like $45 worth of Toy Hack stickers to put on. And there are 15, I think it's 15. It might be 17. It's at least 15 sticker sheets, like packed to the brim with all kinds of crazy stickers. One thing I forgot about with Toy Hacks is on their bigger sticker packs, they optimize how many stickers they can get on a sheet to the point where, I love Toy Hacks, but they optimize it to the point where they're willing to change the orientation of stickers on the same sheet. So some are relative to each other, some are upside down, some are flipped, some are flopped. So you have to like kind of like rotate and turn the sheet to kind of like jigsaw your way around a toy to figure out exactly how the sticker like fits, because they're not the same orientation to each other on the sheet. At some point, your brain just clicks and starts to understand the badness, and it starts to go a lot faster. I think I'm going at a pace of about a sheet a night. So this is going to take about 2 weeks to put the stickers on, but it's kind of relaxing in a way, right? One sheet a night. It's kind of a thing. But I'm excited. It looks really good so far.
I've seen the in
And-
progress pictures you put in the Discord, and like
Yeah.
just that one little section that you had done, like that looks so nice.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to go through that experience myself, but that looks so nice.
I will post more pics as I go because I've gotten obviously a little bit further along, but it's fun. And yeah, once again, I'm happy with the purchase and it's turning out really good. So that's my update.
Cool. Matt,
Nothing this week.
Rob.
A few things. First off, it turns out that back when Rathalos Prime was first announced last October, I put a pre-order in at Hasbro Pulse, so I have a second one of those that's going to my brother. Beyond that, I finally broke down and bought Solus Prime off of Amazon. I needed to get the free shipping on some stuff for the house. I like the robot mode pretty well. It's not worth transforming. It is. It turns into a truck. It turns into half a truck with a set of legs doing yoga, and the journey is not worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
It is extremely frustrating.
Yes, it is.
If that had been a Voyager, they could have made such a nice toy out of that, but like as it is, they only got about 30% of the way there in the vehicle mode.
Yeah, it's basically this current generation's universe Galvatron.
It's not nearly that bad, but I understand the comparison. Yeah.
Yeah. What I'd like to see is like a third-party kit that has like a cap to cover all that turns into like a little, forge or an anvil or something like that.
And be like a pickup truck topper in vehicle mode.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's my only complaint about the robot mode, I like the design. It looks good. The legs are a little bit weak, honestly, some of the joints. And just I wish the hair in the back of the helmet was painted, because the design itself is already kind of very flat, and with that whole Bandai thing of only painting the stuff in the front of the box, just like has kind of a vibe of, we want this to look good on the shelf at Dollar General, I feel like the toy and the character deserve better than that. But beyond that, the other thing I got was I got a package from Grant, aka Hellcat86, who is in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord. And the one on topic thing in it was the Studio Series Devastator poster that they've been giving out at various Comic-Cons.
Oh, cool.
Nice piece of art.
Yeah.
Looks really good. So, and I'll have more to go into from that package on the off topic.
Do we want to break to discuss the news that John's putting?
Oh, we absolutely can, because I have nothing this week. Okay. So
let's break. So, okay. We have photos from a convention. Where's this at? Do we know?
No, we don't. Let's just
I don't know. It's something in Japan.
Okay,
let's
so
say that.
But it is a gray prototype of Missing Link Ultra Magnus. And he does have the dune buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a use of the Beachcomber mold?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So
no, powered buggy is its own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never released in the US line.
And this would be too small anyway.
Okay.
Yes, it was something that came with powered convoy, not Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
He had a red powered buggy.
So it's hard to tell like where the articulation in the legs are from this, but he definitely has distinct legs.
Yes.
He has two legs instead of one. So
I can see how a partial knee probably can work with this.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be sloppy.
Maybe.
A little bit. I think the prior conclusion that like the leg articulation will be enough to support doing the box art pose, and that's about it, is probably correct.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe there is a hinge for the lower knee in some fashion under the
So okay,
ramps?
if you look at the fourth picture in the first thing that John quoted in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, if you look at the leg right under the barrel of the gun, you can see a separation between what would be the red part and the white part and the blue on the side. Like you can see there that those are two separate parts, and probably in that is where whatever amount of knee hinge is going to exist.
Under that, yeah.
But I would very much guess that knee movement is going to be, 30 to 45 degrees at the most. I don't think we're going to get like a deep knee bend out of armored Ultra Magnus at all.
It'll be a couple of clicks and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also some separations you can see a little bit lower down that might indicate a very minimal ankle tilt for like doing an A stance. But I think that's probably a little bit of a stretch even. It's probably going to be very much like we see, and like the box art pose is what they've intended for this to be able to do.
Yeah. Separately from this, Nemesis Prime is there with Roller or whatever the Nemesis Prime version's called. And
I don't know if we have a name for
it was Giza.
Giza.
Oh,
I love that.
Okay.
I love that you know that.
That's fun. And Masterpiece Rat Trap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How
yeah,
about
that's
that?
there too.
Yeah, so they look great. Okay, I'm certain we'll see more of this next week. Okay, let me jump to what I got this week. So I was digging through Hot Wheels today, and I got the Color Shifter 1980 Corvette tracks.
Ooh,
yeah.
Cool.
So that was something. Exilion, saw it at Walmart at the display, and I picked that up. Let's see here. What else? I ordered some crap off Temu before the de minimis exception kills it. So, the ending of the de minimis exception. So I got a bunch of Transformers stickers, bootleg stickers that are as bootleggy as you would think. And I got a knockoff of the Optimus Prime pen from like 10 years ago. And like, honestly, like they've added a bunch of like crap and paint and stuff to this where it looks off, but the pen robot is better than I expected, to be honest, and the pen mode is better than I expected. I can actually write with it without killing my hand, so I might seek out an original one, an actual one at some point. So but I don't hate it. I think my favorite thing I got this week was I saw this as a Facebook ad. It's the golden disc from Voyager. So this is a reproduction, I guess. But I will display this with my Beast Wars toys when I have an office. Speaking of office, I did order a building this weekend that will serve as the podcast studio and place where I put my toys. So went with a 14 by 48 foot building that's finished. It'll be heated and cooled. Basically you could live in it, I guess, if you wanted to. It'll be in the backyard. Kim got 17 feet of it for her office, and I got the rest because I have more crap. So here in a couple months, hopefully I'll be able to be in a larger space. And if you watch the live stream and you want to see all the crap that I got, you'll be able to see that again. So that's what I got. I got that. Okay. I had mentioned this last week. I did not intend to buy this, but it popped up on Mandarake, and I'm like, I think I can squeeze this in before I have to pay duties on it. It is the Universal Dominator Unicron, the green one.
Oh.
Yeah. So I already have
the in spirit lucky draw.
Yeah.
Micron Legend Unicron.
Yeah, I already have it, but like I threw away the box like immediately upon getting it. So, and I like displaying these Unicrons in box. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and get that. So, and I'm just gonna run through the other stuff. These came from Transformer Land. I saw these pop up on a post last week, and I'm like, I'm going to get them. So I got, I'll just go through these in order. It is, like most of the rest of the stuff is lifted bubble toys, and I love lifted bubbles because they look nice, but they're not sealed, so they're a lot cheaper. So I got a lifted bubble Lightspeed, the Technobot. So I didn't realize this, and it was disclosed, but the decoy portion of the bubble was completely cut off, so there's no decoy on Lightspeed. But the card looks great otherwise, and it's not even completely punched. So Afterburner, same deal. Looks really great. Strafe, same deal. Like on this one, it's not even punched at all, as far as I can tell. And Nose Cone, again, doesn't even look punched at all. There was a really nice scatter shot as part of the set that was not available. Somebody had already purchased it before I got to it. So,
oops.
Yeah. So I don't have a mitten box scatter shot to go with the set yet. I may just buy a box for it and put like one of my scatter shots that I have into it. So, and because I bought that, another site that I'll occasionally buy stuff from, which is funny enough, called buytransformers.com, put up also some lifted bubbles. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just go with the theme. So I got Breakdown, Drag Strip, Dead End, Wild Rider, and they did have Motormaster. So
nice.
in the box, yeah.
With is that a vintage price sticker on the box?
It is. It is a vintage price sticker. Actually, I didn't go over that. So this is a price sticker from Woolworths.
Oh, cool.
For $12.99. This card at Stunicon, some of them had stickers. 2 of them did. And they are from a place called Super X. I don't know what Super X is.
No, I haven't heard of that one either. Probably extremely regional.
Yeah, but they were $3.99.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they were 13 something when Motormaster was $12.99.
Yeah. So the cards are in really nice shape. But yeah, I wanted that. And last thing I got, actually it's 2 things. I'd mentioned that I had one thing coming from Europe. It's nothing special, but I think my new hobby is fixing up boxes. So I had ordered a classic Wheeljack a couple months ago from Greece, and it did not have the bubble or the insert with it. So I had ordered a repro bubble, and I got it like a week later, and it took, after 2 months, I finally got Wheeljack, and I attached the bubble yesterday, and I've decided the way I'm going to attach the bubble is because it blends in with the color of the card. I use just like a tiny dot of hot glue. You don't even see it unless you're specifically looking for it, and it looks great. So, yeah, classic Wheeljack. Earlier in the show, I said we need more classics. I mean, plural classics instead of classics, which is the line from the early 2000s. So, yeah. I got a Wheeljack. So that's what I got this week. Let's jump to the off-topic portion of what we got this week, the ham sandwiches section. I'll start. I got some G.I. Joe crap that I don't really care to talk about. But the thing that I am super happy about, actually, is the Ecto Glow Heroes collector set of the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this was I think was this a San Diego Comic-Con deal, I think?
I believe so.
Yeah. God, they are gorgeous. I opened this up and looked at them. They are 90s or late 80s as hell. Like their clothes, and they obviously glow in the dark. I haven't energized them yet and looked at them, but they just look phenomenal. Was this based, Rob? Was this based on like a line from the 80s that I'm not aware of? I'm not. I
want to say late 80s, early 90s. This was like the end of line assortment of real Ghostbusters figures.
Gotcha.
They showed up in small numbers at KB Toys, along with the Slimed Heroes set that was like a wave before. all still the original real Ghostbusters figure molds, just with different gimmicks. The Slimed Heroes ones were, watercolor changing things with old squeeze bulb ghosts.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the real Ghostbusters line. I know that it scratches an itch in my brain, but like really, like the ones I had as a kid were the Fright Features ones. Actually, I only had one of those. So yeah, I saw this and I'm like, yeah, I've got to have that. Funny enough, the Ecto Glow Ecto 1 isn't going to ship for like, I think a few more months. So, but yeah, so that's what I got. And like I said, a couple of G.I. Joe things. Let's go in reverse order. Chris, did you get anything? Rob?
Yes, I got a few things. The rest of my package from Hellcat 86 contained mostly Gundam related things, though I did get a HasLab Ghostbusters patch for another con exclusive that was not actually available as part of any of the Ghostbusters HasLab stuff, but just like a promotional patch they were giving away.
Yeah, Diecast got one of those, I think, and sent it to me. It's on my desk at work. So
yeah, but like my brother was impressed because it's like one of the few patches he does not have. So beyond that, got a couple of posters put out by the I assume the European branch of Bandai Namco Entertainment. One for Elden Ring Night Rain, and one for the IMAX showing of Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux. Let me tell you, they use really good, sturdy stock for those posters. Those things. I don't know how I'm ever going to get them flat since the whole thing was shipped in a tube, but it's, I'll figure something out. It will take time. Also in there was a keychain of a little very cute little Zaku thing from the Gunpla-kun line of keychains. Nice little thing, nice hardy like rubber thing. And then the other one thing was two other things. One was a set of stickers for the Ox King's vehicle from one of the Dragon Ball Mecha Collection kits. And the last thing was a set of figures from a Bandai line called Bitlot, and they are again like very, they're about 2 heads tall figures of Amuro Ray, Ashar Aznable, his Zaku, and the Gundam. So, really, really nice little care package. Also, something gotten in under the wire. I really appreciate it, Grant. Thank you so much for sending this my way. And I think that's everything that I've gotten this week.
Cool. Matt?
Nothing.
John?
I'll talk G.I. Joe for a second. I opened the Rattler. So between Transformer stuff, I'm kind of working in very slowly, kind of going through the Rattler. I haven't assembled it yet. I'll save that for last. But so far, I've opened the Gunner figure and the Baroness figure, and they're both extremely nice. And one thing that Classified has always kind of struggled with is eyewear. So like glasses, sunglasses on the figures.
The worst.
It is the worst. I think like out of like the 4 or 5 figures that have glasses, I want to say maybe one of them is not terrible, and I can't even remember who that was. But usually they look terrible. They don't stay on. They're warped and floppy and just terrible. Hers are really good. If for the only reason they finally figured out how to tuck the glasses under the hair so it stays locked in perfect on her. So you take her hair off, you slide in her glasses like normal, and then you can put the hairpiece back on over top of the glasses, which is one, obviously how glasses actually are, more or less, the hair going over the frames.
You are a glasses expert, by the way. People don't know that.
Yes, I know how glasses work. I'm a glasses man. I'm an eyewear man. But it pins them in place, obviously, so they can't fall off her face. It's a technological breakthrough in toy making, and they finally cracked the code. Anyway, she's fantastic. The Gunner's super cool too. So I'm really happy with the 2 figures so far. I've got Wild Weasel to go, and like I said, the Rattler. But so far, really, really good. I'm really, really, really impressed with both those figures. That's all I got.
I forgot 2 things. Okay. I got I got the latest in the 30-minute fantasy kit line, which is Bandai's like armored action figure model kit series. I got the Wizard, which uses the third of the body types they've produced so far. Normal one, fairly dynamic. The Warrior model kit is like extra bulky. Wizard is a little bit taller and more slender, so I like that they're getting variety into these base models that are then, differentiated with different sets of armor and decorations. I got that, and I got the latest in the 30-minute missions kits, which are their like basically, non-Gundam like generic customizing robot line. The Iglite 01, and what makes that special is that they have applied the touchgate technology from the entry grade model kit line to this. So that means you do not actually need any tools to put it together. It will all just push directly off the runner so you can put it together by hand. So yeah, a Bandai doing their usual thing of, using plastic wizardry to make this stuff easier for people to get into. And I really appreciate that. So that's the other two things I forgot.
Cool. That's awesome. Donald?
Yeah, I got some things. I picked this up today. I meant to check with Rob and Chris to see if they wanted it, but it was the only one they had. It was Gundam Universe. It was the Walmart exclusive, the Gundam EX. I have no idea what it's from. I just think it's a cool looking Gundam, but it was marked down. This thing was originally $34.99 in the collectible section. It was marked down to $12. So I thought that was a really good deal, and I was going to ask Rob or Chris if they wanted it, but with being the only one, I grabbed it and just didn't get a chance to check with them. So there's that. For my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot, I got Blue Bison. I guess he's sad. Well, more of a bluish teal, but I got him. Because everywhere else, it's a BBTS exclusive, but you can find it everywhere else for a lot more money. So I guess they're buying them from there and reselling them. I don't know. I got what Brian got a few weeks ago. Again, I was waiting for the last minute to send my pile of loot. I got the Masterverse, the Skeletor, and Throne.
So pretty.
When it was on sale for about $25 less. When I found that Gundam, I got Masterverse Ninjor, who I did not know was a lady. So that was a nice surprise. So I got that. And just for Manny Cara, if he's in our chat, I got Super 7 Young Lion-O, and there was some very good Dynamics in this because this was on sale on Amazon, tfradio.net/Amazon, for $41.46 or something like that. There was a $13 coupon, which brought it down to like $27. And I just sold on eBay my Wild Force Microzord from Jungle Fury. And after fees and shipping, I made $24 on that. So I have $4 in this Lion-O. So thought that'd be a nice addition to the Thundercat shelf. Part of my BBTS loot was also Cobra Mortal from Super 7, which is a reuse of the Snake Eyes buck, which was a
Super
character
7 again,
which was from a South American comic, I believe. I had it in my pile of loot for the longest time. Then it went on sale for $15 less. So I canceled the one in my pile of loot and rebought the other one, saved $15. It's sort of like, it's a really striking blend of the reds and the chromes, or the silver, I should say. On that Snake Eyes body, it's a really interesting look. So I just wanted to pick that up.
Don, I just want to say I didn't know that toy existed. Like the original. So that's cool.
I had to do some research because what caught me was how beautiful it looked in those colors, and then I found out who he was. I got from BBTS Retro Cover Girl, who I've always liked the character. Cover Girl's character. It's just she's just not in a lot of things, but I do not like this AI artwork. I do not like this new artwork at all. Because some of the other,
is it AI?
Well, in her wave mates, one of her wave mates has like 6 fingers.
Oh.
So I don't remember which one it was, but I'm guessing it is because someone on Twitter pointed out this person has X and this other person has 6 fingers. And
Hasbro, every dollar counts.
I know. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. Not 100% sure. And the last thing I got was, now I did this pre-truck, and with it being a Pulse exclusive, I couldn't really cancel them, but I got 3 of the Trench Vipers.
You got 3 of them?
Yeah, because I was planning on doing something with them, but then I bought the truck. So I will probably be taking at least one to the toy show I'll be setting up at and trying to make a little bit to defray the cost of the other 2. But I love the way they look. I think this will look really good on my Joe shelf when I get it set up. I just don't think I have room for the 3 like I was planning to do it. So, and that's all I have off topic this week.
John, Diecast.
I don't think I got anything off topic this week. It was a pretty slow week.
Cool. Okay. I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get an ad-free version of the show. You get the show a day early. Doesn't mean 24 hours. It's the day before. You get it at a higher bit rate with the complete What We Got This Week segment of the podcast, including non-Transformers content. You get a weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast. I know I said I would get them all updated last week. I had COVID. I was so sick. I will get them up this weekend. Like the last few episodes that we are missing and need to catch up on. You get unedited episodes of RSC exclusive to patrons. If there are any heavy edits in the show, there's none this week. If you are connected to our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord, and originally the Discord was a benefit for our patrons, but it is open to everybody. But because of our Patreon, we have a Discord now. You can go and connect, and if you are a touched patron, you get red for your name, and for other tiers, it's purple. You get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money, and touch patrons are mentioned on the show each week, and also listed at tfradio.net/credits. Again, Kevin Dorsey, Sent the Proto, Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton, Crazy Word, Eric EPY, and Eric Crownover. Thank you all so much. And again, if you want to join these fine folks, go to patreon.com/tfradio. You can find all of our stuff going back 26 years at tfradio.net. You can find me at briankilby.com and on Blue Sky at kilby.bsky.social. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on X and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/RFC reviews.
Don?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4EBR. I can also be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4EBR.bluesky.social. I can also have an Amazon wish list. Sorry, tfradio.net/downlist.
Cool. John?
That's on D everywhere except on eBay where it's Cloudburst.
Anything new this week?
No, not this week. I've been busy. So anyway, keep asking though. You'll guilt me into adding something at some point.
Cool. I'm just trying to get you provoked into finding that beat for a second break set I've been bugging you about.
Cool. Matt?
Melvar.bsky.social. That's with 3 L's and 2 R's.
Rob?
robflails.bsky.social, also on YouTube at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. Still doing the Gundam Battle Operation 2 thing. This week they are adding a mobile suit that you actually know, Brian. They're adding Wing Gundam Zero Custom to this to the game this week.
Okay, yeah, I know that one.
And next week is the Tall Geese 3. So
I know that one too.
Yeah, so youtube.com/@flailthroughs to keep an eye on the game. If you want to support me, patreon.com/flailthroughs. And if you just feel like getting me something, I have a wish list over at tfradio.net/playlist.
I think I know the Tall Geese 3. I'll have to go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure I do.
It's like the Tall Geese +2.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It is my third favorite Tall Geese.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, the original is the best.
It really is.
I mean, there's no bad Tall Geese. Even the Tall Geese Flugel from Frozen Teardrop, like, I get what they're going for and I don't hate it, but like, yeah, the original Tall Geese is still the best. You can come and find me in our Discord, tfradio.net/discord. If you want to see the toy photography related things I've done, that's on my website, playwithphotography.com. And I have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/chrislist.
Cool. Rob Springer not here. He is at RoboRobSpringer on Twitter, at zonebase.bsky.social on Blue Sky, and at zonebase.org. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, all.
Recording stopped.
Hey, people watching live, I'm killing the stream. I'm about to pass out. So I have this handy button where I hit end stream, which I'm doing right now.
But then you have to go into YouTube and kill it manually.
That's what I did first.